Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time to be on this platform, I would like you to subscribe, to like the video, so that you don't miss the next video that we're going to produce. The main point of my videos is mostly educational. Educational most of the time concerning foreigners in South Africa, because most of the time we don't go and get the right information, or sometimes we are not really informed for our right, for the things that we need to do. I know that there are so many things in South Africa that people don't really know if it's what is the law about it or what is the right thing about it. Today I'll be focusing mostly about the children, because the children are the key of our future. And this video also, I would like our fellow South African and also foreigners to listen to the video and try to see what I'm trying to think for the future. Because what I'm talking here is a thing that I try to analyze what will happen 50 years later, when maybe we are no more, and that we left the children in South Africa. Those children are born in South Africa, and they may live there to the rest of their life. If they are not well educated, and if they don't follow the proper school curriculum, in the long run, they are going to end up in the street or not be able to do something else, and we will be preparing for people that they may be inside crime and so forth. For us also to avoid that, we must be informed. That means we must be educated about that. What I'll be discussing here is mostly from research and also from the people that I trying to ask questions and get the answer. So that today we'll be talking about the children that born from both parents foreigner and that they move to South Africa. These are the people, for example, that they move, because we are going to talk on two sides. Those who come legally and those one who come to South Africa illegally. Those one who born the child already in South Africa, and those one who born their children outside the country, move into South Africa and be again undocumented. This second one is mostly the critical one. I'll start from those ones that come already documented parent, foreigner, that move to South Africa with their document. Those ones, they don't have problem. Their child can go to school, but the thing they have to know is that if they are under the work permit, the child is going to be in South Africa going to school according to their permit that they running with. That means if the day that the permit of the parents are expired, the child also will become like illegal. That will be difficult for him to follow up, because the parents will be a little bit critical. Or except if the parent, they change their permit. That one is another thing. We're talking here about those one who come already with their permit. That means there's no problem with that. The child is going to go to school according to the parents' permit. Now we're going to go to the second option here. We talk about those parents, foreigner, who move to South Africa illegally, and when they reach to South Africa, they give birth to the children. And the children that born from illegal parents, they still have a right to go to school in South Africa. When the child is born, in the hospital, they're just going to give him as a paper like acknowledgement of birth. And with that document, the child will be able to go to school with that acknowledgement of birth. And now we're going to move to another a group of foreigner that move to South Africa. Those one who come to South Africa, and that they didn't come like maybe with a work permit, and no, they come with a valid permit, and when they reach to South Africa, they get birth, they have a child. When you have a child in that circumstances, most of the time, the South African government is going to give you an acknowledgement document from the clinic, and you now have to go to your embassy, to get your child a birth certificate. But now, what happened to those children now is that those one who come with with the people that with parents that are documented, if they continue living in South Africa with their right document, those children, when they grow up, at the age of 18, they may qualify for permanent resident. That is for the children that those parents stay legal until the children become the age of majority. Can qualify on that. And now for those children that the both parent was illegal and that they have the acknowledgement document, is those child that are a little bit difficult. They'll be able to go to school, but when they finish the primary school, the time now to go to high school, on the level of high school is going to be a little bit difficult for them, because they need more document that will be more specific to register the children, because only the acknowledgement of birth is not going to help the child to register when you go into high school. That is where it starts to be a little bit critical. Most of this advice here that I'm giving is to encourage parents to get documented. I know that it's not easy to Home Affairs to be able to give you documents, but I'm trying here to tell you what you must be prepared for your kids when they are in South Africa. Because in the long run, we're fighting for ourselves to survive, but we must know that when we have a child, we have a full responsibility to make sure that that child have a proper education and become somebody in the future. Please, I would like those ones that are undocumented. I know that Home Affairs is a little bit difficult or critical on document, because most of the time you come into South Africa with no permit. You just move in and you need to be documented already inside the country. I think that is where the government is seeing a difficulty to register the foreigner. I know it's not easy, but also my point that I also said from my previous video is the issue of the border post. Our border post is a little bit soft, because most of those foreigners entering the country, they pass through the borders. And if at the border there is corruption, or if there's no enough immigration officers at the border to take care of the border, that will be a big challenge for the government to face. But also for us foreigners, we must think about our children that we make in South Africa. If we are not prepared to look after them properly, giving them good education and take care of them properly, we may be also digging something not right for our legacy, because our children are those ones who are going to continue our legacy when we are no more. So that we have to prepare them by giving them the correct thing, because children, they are just innocent. They didn't decide to born in South Africa so that they must not be a victim. Please, parents, I know that it's not easy, but let's do the right thing to keep our children in the right path by making sure that they go to school. And because according to the South African law, all children have a right to go to school. On this note here, I think I have said it a little bit. I have given more information, more or less, concerning the children education for those parents that move in and those ones who who just come. If you are going to talk, if you born in South Africa with one of the parents that are South African already, the child have a right of a citizenship. So that one, there's no question about it. And on that note, I'll really thank the government to have given that opportunity for those one who benefit from that legislation in the past. I'm just saying that those children that are documented born from foreigners, most of them are doing good, and I'm sure that in the next future they will also participate to the growth of the country and make the South African proud. I would like to thank you guys for watching, and may God bless you guys. Subscribe, like the video, and see you on my next video. On this note, I say ciao.